What's going on, guys? It's me, Mojo Jojo Plays, back again with another episode of the Local to Global Save here with South Essex Wrestling Federation. So, this episode, around our first ever British champion. Not in this show, it'll probably be in the June show, but now I've got to build up to it somehow. So, we've already got the show booked ready for this one. We have a debut in Travis Grove versus Rohan Kirchner. Kirchner was annoyed that he's not had a match yet. Same with Miles Cross, so let's see what happens. We'll get right into this. First match is a 28. Wow. That was pretty decent. Travis Grove was absolutely awful, unfortunately. But first ever match, he lost to Rohan Kirchner. Groves is a rapper as well, apparently, and great. Rohan Kirchner, badass gimmick, which is poor, so that needs to be changed. Travis Grove was holding back, inexperienced, no stamina, poor psychology. Perfect. But yeah, he's a ring general, Mr. Rohan Kirchner is, so no wonder this was an okay match. And now we're going to cut into a promo. We have Mojo comes out, says, in the next 2 months, we are going to be crowning our very first ever British champion. I've got my eyes on 4 talent that I think are worthy of being the first ever champion, and in the June show there will be a fatal 4-way match between them to decide our first ever champion. So that's going to be interesting. Then up next we have an awful match. Went a little bit too long, I believe. That's my. Yeah, that was a fault. That was absolutely horrendous. But Gazz Vedmore has beaten Miles Cross. Pretty decent. Well, not decent. Miles Cross is a badass, which is great. So we definitely need to change Kirchner now. And after that, have Vic Walker and Gazz Vedmore argue over who's going to be the champ. So Vic Walker, in case you can't tell, has a match next, otherwise he wouldn't be doing this promo. So as Gaz is leaving the ring, Vedmore walks past him, like shoulder barges him, gets into the ring and basically calls him out. Says he is the guy here. He's won 2 matches already out in his first 2 shows. So, obviously, he's the one that's going to be Joe's choice for the British champion. Gazz Vedmore is basically saying, you've got lucky in your matches. You've cheated in all of them. How else have you got your undefeated streak? I think every match that Vic Walker has won, he's cheated in. Including this one. Okay, this is interesting. Grant Tapin with a 37 match rating. Okay. I just went for a cheap win. I had no idea it would go for disqualification. Think of a finish on the spot here. So let's go with a Vic Walker here. He's doing okay against Grant Tapin, who is out wrestling him for most of the match. Vic Walker is constantly like cheating, rolling out the ring, yada yada yada, things like that. And eventually there's like a ref bump, and we're going to do the Eddie Guerrero spot. So Vic Walker is going to go out, grab a chair, only he's not a face, he's just going to ruin everything. So Vic Walker goes out the ring, grabs a chair, and is about to hit Grant with him to get the upper hand when the ref starts to stir. And in the end, he doesn't hit the ground this time. He literally just throws the chair at Grant, slowly gets back to his feet, and Vic Walker just flops to the ground, pretending that he's obviously been hit. You guys know the Guerrero spot what I'm talking about, because I accidentally booked the wrong. So let's go with that. 30 rated. This show is not gonna be as good. I'm gonna give Grant Tapin, Travis Grove. I'm Grant Tapin. Praise a good performance. Who? Brian Kirchner. There we go. So yeah, that was the first show of the episode. There might be 4 or 5 in this one, depending on how long I want to go. But that was the start. WA dating. Okay. Thea Davis and Hercules Johansson. I don't really want Hercules. I will, however, get Thea Davies in at some point. Just she's too can't afford travel from Europe. Yes. No, thank you. I'm happy where I am. Okay, good. Never gonna work. Pitbull Brown has re-signed with 21st Century. Okay. Daryl Devine. That's her name. I recognise. Very positive show. Good. Glad. Okay, so we might be. See if our popularity's gone up again. Has. So every month our popularity's going up, which is good. So maybe this time next year we might just about be tiny if we put on good enough shows. We are slowly crawling our way out of debt. Not going amazingly well, but I feel like this month, in the next 2 or 3 months, we'll be making a making a profit instead of a loss. So yeah, storylines are still okay. They're not the best. Titles, obviously nothing yet. Next show. I'm just gonna. What the heck? Never mind, I'm done. It's sorted by British. We're gonna jump ahead a week, and I will cut back with the next show, or if any news comes up. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna go a day at a time. Okay, we are back. This is the first show of May, and as you can see, last month we only lost $40. This month might be the first month we actually make profit. Who knows? And balls it up somehow. Which, let's be honest, is very likely. We are expected to have 88 fans here. My god, the wrestling industry is tanking like hell. That's not good. Once again, I think we're in Bristol. Oh, we're going to London today. Ooh. We don't go to London very often. So, I'm gonna go through booking this quick. Oh, we do have a backstage incident. Backstage incident, it's Danger Mouth. Oh, of course. Of course, Danger Mouth is doing karaoke. Well, I guess now that he's here, he's got to be on the show, hasn't he? But Danger Mouth helped create a fun and relaxed atmosphere backstage after finding a discarded karaoke machine and starting an impromptu pre-show competition. His medley of power ballads apparently stole the show. Ah yes, the rapper Danger Mouth was doing power ballads. Of course he was. Because of that danger. And because we're in London. Starting the show. Danger Mouth has another promptu. So, boys. There we go. Let's go with that. Oh. And Danger Mouth. This is so, boys. Right. Then Danger Mouth has a match. Because why? And also because why not? He's going to win this match. Piccolo. Because that'll make Kane Piccolo a lot happy. Only be a short match, I think, because. Alright. Right, that'll do. 13 minutes. I'll go book the main event next. Main event is going to be Leighton Buzzard versus. Who can put on a good match with him? Oh, it's got to be Gavin Owen or Glenn Ward, hasn't it? Leighton Buzzard is going to win. Okay. That's the main event book. That's what the main event is going to be. Actually, I have a better idea. Painted after Danger Mouth does that. Danger Mouth will interfere. After it, with LeStat. And this is going to be a destroys Leighton. Now, in between, we're going to have another debut. We're going to have the debut of and only Edward Curran. He has a bit more stamina than. And he is going to go up against. Okay, Invincible. Why is Kane Carlisle in the match? Invincible. Storytelling match. Decisive win. Can you do 13 minutes? He can. Perfect. 15 minutes. Can. Perfect. So. There we go. Once we have more money and and more time, we will have more matches. We might make the show an hour and a half at some point in the future. Once we're making the big monies. But until then, it's just gonna be 3 matches and probably a promo. But yeah. We start off with a 39 rated angle, where Dangermouth basically writes a diss track on the Judo Boys, calling them boring, pretty much. That's the gist of things. I can't rap, so I'm not gonna bother even thinking of writing a track for them. But that's what happens. Up next, the match is awful because neither of them has any psychology, and Dangermouth's good to know. Dangermouth got 20, Colin Piccolo got 20. Got a very good hooligan gimmick, which is great for me. Dangermouth has no skills whatsoever. He should really just be a mouthpiece for the time being, but popular. Up next, in a match that had subpar wrestling and very little heat, Invincible defeated Edward Curran with a Pegasus Cross body. Edward Curran has debuted his split personality gimmick. It's got an initial rating of average. Invincible needs a new gimmick. Do all that at some point. Edward Curran got 14. Invincible got 25. Not too bad. And then we come to the main event. This was always going to be a good match because Leighton Buzzard and Glenn Ward are both amazing. I should have honestly done this for the title instead of what I am doing, because I'm not looking forward to LeStat ruining everything. Spoilers, by the way. So the match had great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Leighton Buzzard defeated Glenn Ward in 15 minutes with a buzz off, following interference from Dangermouth. So that also advanced the Dangermouth. And then the next segment is LeStat destroying Leighton and leaving him in the ring, doing the title belt jester thing, what everyone does. Basically saying that he's going to be the first champion. Vic Walker wants to be the first champion. Gazz Vedmore wants to be the first champion. Leighton Buzzard finally got a win and is arguably our best performing face. Pretty decent match. I'm going to give Glenn Ward, Buzzard, say that they're both good. Edward Curran, first match. Job, lad. You weren't as bad as your friend. Happening in the world of wrestling. A very positive show. Ultra Fly's hurt. Tiffany recognized. USPW, that's why. Right. Yeah, we have lost money again. However, our sponsorship money is about to get up quite a bit. So I'm thinking if we might actually make $200 this month. And I would call that a success. I might make the if I make this show dormant, that doesn't ruin everything, does it? I want to make the I'll make the next show an hour and a half. So make it dormant, and the next show in June. £1.5 hours. It's going to be called Gold Rush. That is our next show. Pricing. Still giving away free tickets, to be honest. Our size. We're now a 4, so we're going every month. We increase, which is good. At the end of this month, we'll still be we'll be a 4. We will have at the next I mean, I know why he's so annoying. Oh well. So yeah, next show we will crown our first ever British champion. Who will it be? Think you can already tell who it's gonna be. But who will it be? We are going to jump forward now to that match. Okay, we are here at Gold Rush. Our first, I guess, special event? Call it that. Oh, Grant Tapen and Leo Price having an issue. Grant Tapen was brought before wrestlers court, accusing him of not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out. What? Okay then. He was sentenced to buy beer for everyone. Fair enough. So, I think I know who's going to win this, but I've got a choice between two, and I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to book everything else except for the titles match on camera. So we are going to start with Mojo unveils the British Championship. That's going to be the start of the show. Then we are going to have a tag match to start off. We're going all out in this one. Where, none of these tag teams. We are going to have Miles Cross is going to. No, Mr. King will make his debut. What's his gimmick? Mind Games Master. Okay. How about you and Edward Curran be attacked versus Grant Tapen, Underdog, and Kane Carlisle? Why not? Winner is going to be Grant Tapen because I quite like it. Loser is unfortunately going to be Curran, Scripted, and Decisive. Up next, you're going to have a match that nobody wants to see. Danger Mouth is going to have a one-on-one match. One of the judo boys, Gavin Owen. Gavin Owen is going to from Glenwood. Because why not? So we're 40 minutes into the show. We've got another 50 minutes to kill. You know what? Whilst we're here, last time, not been around. Here, Robson, you against you're gonna have a match against. Winner will be Rife. Keep scripting it because I don't think either of them have psychology. No, they don't. Then we're gonna have a little promo between Gazz, Vic again. Gazz, Vic arguing again. Literally just write this as quick as possible. We might have one more match before the main event. We have enough wrestling, which we do. Invincible going up against Johnny Leyland. Invincible is going to decisive win. Yada yada yada, nice and simple. Now finally, the main event, which I'm going to book off camera, and then we're going to go straight into the show. So I will see you all then. Okay. Gold Rush has begun. Gimmick change straight away. Mr. King is a mind games master, which is very good. More star quality and it's always good. But in a decent match, Grant Tapin and Kane Carlisle defeated Mr. King and Edward Curran in 16 minutes when Grant Tapin pinned Edward Curran with a single arm DDT. So Edward Curran got an 18. Mr. King got a 24. Kane Carlisle, 33. Grant Tapin once again with the highest rating, a 39. Pretty good way to kick off this special show. I have moved stuff around. 28 rated match. Not awful. I'll take that. Up next, we have decent match. Gavin Owen defeated Danger Mouth by submission with a judo armlock after interference from Glenn Ward. 30 rated match. Not shame it lost a bit of heat. So how I'm thinking this ended. Danger Mouth was he was out. So Gavin Owen, he distracted the referee, which led to the ref. Actually, no. Let's go with the ref got downed. They ran into each other. Danger Mouth and the ref ran into each other, something like that, leaving Glenn Ward to appear out of nowhere to attack Danger Mouth with some sort of weapon into his arm. And then Gavin Owen waited for the ref to get up before locking in the arm lock, forcing him to tap out. Next, we have a pretty bad match. Strife defeated Mickey Robson 14 minutes with a corkscrew moonsault. .25 rated segment, not the best or the worst, unfortunately. And we have a freestyle segment when Gazz and Vic argue with each other. Gazz was pretty good. Vic was not. However, I am going to spell a new gimmick, both of them, so because their gimmicks were poor. This is much better. So Gazz Vedmore is now a Raging Bull. Gets a boost to charisma and a boost to star quality, and fighting comedies, which is great. Vic Walker has become. He can't pull off any gimmick, can he? He's now an egomaniac. Fair enough. Then we have our next match. When Invincible defeated Johnny Leyland in 12 minutes with a Pegasus crossbody. Invincible got 27, Johnny Leyland got 31. Bad. Penalised for stamina, so Invincible can't go 12 minutes. Invincible is getting a new gimmick. Adequate one, he's now straight edge, which makes him have more merchandise. Then, just before the main event, Mojo comes out and unveils the very beautiful British Heavyweight Championship, which is we've been holding it. It's the big silver one that we got a photo of in the we have a nice photo of. He walks up with this velvet bag, Bret Hart style, with every pay-per-view ever where he reveals. So yeah, 39 rated segments, not bad for me. Oh. Then we have the main event where we crown our very first ever British champion. In a decent match, Vic Walker has defeated Leighton Buzzard, Ripper LeStat, and Gazz Vedmore 19 minutes and 12 seconds when Vic Walker pinned Leighton Buzzard with a reverse DDT. He is the British champion. Now, hear me out. There is a reason for that. So I have a feeling, for this storyline, or for this match at least, I feel like Leighton Buzzard was about to pin Gazz Vedmore here after Ripper LeStat has destroyed him. And the whole match, Vic Walker would be hiding on his own. Unfortunately, he's now injured, which isn't the best. 31 rated match is also. Oh, I should have picked Leighton Buzzard. This was a mistake. So yeah, Gazz Vedmore was about to be pinned by Leighton Buzzard when Vic Walker snuck up behind Leighton, hits the reverse DDT from out of nowhere. Basically, I think reverse DDT is basically Sting's finisher move, isn't it? Only with a cooler name. So he did that. Vic Walker snuck up behind Leighton Buzzard, hit his finisher, pinned him in the centre of the ring. 1, 2, 3. His first clean win and his first title. I think. Don't quote me on that. He's also injured because Ripper LeStat injured him. Right, so once again, Leighton Buzzard are who else was good? Grant Tapin performance. So that is it. We have our first ever British champion. He is now injured. This Ripper LeStat is an angry man. What happened here? Vic Walker's injured. That's a shame. Also, these two guys here, I thought I'd reveal this. I am planning eventually on hiring at least one of them, maybe both. Because, as you can see here, Darren Flynn, you may recognise him from my 21st Century Wrestling save. He is very good. Edison Silva isn't as good, However, he's still young. He's very popular, but he wants $800 a month. So let's say no to both of them. Very positive show. That's good enough for me. Vic Walker is injured. Oof. And no news about him winning. So yeah, he might lose a little bit of money this month because I went a bit overboard with that pay-per-view. Now we're gonna make active again. I'll sort that out in a minute. We're still only a 4 though, unfortunately. So he might not have gone up enough. Yeah, Vic Walker, he's our first ever champion. Good for Vic. Congratulations to him. Now we look at the injury. He has chronic back pain and struggle for about a month and a half. Good job, Vic. What else can we go for? Storylines? They're both hot, but they are dropping, so I need to fix that. Creative. Take a quick look at this before the episode ends. Franchise players. Vic Walker is the main guy. Absolutely. Then Glenn Ward on somehow. Danger Mouth, Kane, and Ripper LeStat. I might release Ripper LeStat because he's not very good and he just injured our champion. I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to just say goodbye, Ripper. I guess rip to the Ripper. Hot prospects, these 5. Still pretty good. Okay, Talk the Talk, Gazz, Danger Mouth, Mojo, same as before. Showstoppers, Rohan Kirchner is actually quite good. Turns out, so I might move him up to the Ripper LeStat role of absolutely destroying everyone. Who knows? Leighton Buzzard has had, I think, all of our best matches. Yes, he absolutely has. I like Leighton Buzzard. Very good. Hidden Gems. Nobody knew. Andrew Rock, who are you? Hello. Where you come from? This guy must be brand new. He must be. Hang on, I need to look this up real quick. He is brand new. Okay, that's why I was surprised he was there. Where is he? Straight away. Andrew Rock, 6'8", 313 pounds. Absolutely massive man. He is a smoker, unfortunately. Sod it. He's the guy. He's the future. I'm sorry, I had to do that quick. Anyway. Roster, we'll look at the popularity. Ken Carlisle's dropping. Colin Piccolo, how are you doing? Probably not. Danger Mouth, how are you doing, lad? Edward Curran's gone up to a 3, that's good. Gavin Owen is a 15. Or was he? Okay, Gavin Owen's definitely gone up. Gazz Vedmore, how are you doing, lad? Hey, he's slowly moving up, that's good. Glenn Ward, also slowly moving up, I believe. Well, he's up and down, it's weird. Grant Tapin, another good rest. 10 popularity. Invincible, how are you doing, lad? Moving up in the world, he's a 10, I believe, now. This person, we still need a woman wrestler for her to fight with. Johnny Leyland, honestly, if this guy's popularity drops, I don't care. Leighton Buzzard. He is going up eventually. Vicky Robson, how are you doing? Not great. Mr. King, I don't care. Still in 11 after one match. Miles Cross has gone up, I believe, so that's good. Nope, he's gone down. Ripper LeStat, don't care. Rohan Kirchner. Not by 1, okay. Strife is a 6. It was a 4 before. Yep. Guy is a 2. And Vic Walker, our champion, our injured chronic back pain champion, is up to a 12. So I will just, I'm going to jump to the end of the month real quick, just to do make any money. I doubt we do. But yeah, we'll cut back then.